What's up, everybody? So there's a documentary on HBO Max that was released at the end of last year called The Murders at Starved Rock. It's about how Chester Weger was convicted of killing 3 women in March of 1960. He has stated the entire time that he was innocent of this crime, and now the documentary goes back and has a look at this situation. The creator of the documentary actually goes back and forth on whether he thinks Chester is innocent or guilty of this crime, and he has a very interesting take on this crime because his father was the prosecutor that actually put Chester in prison. So he's actually, imagine he goes out there and proves that his father convicted an innocent man. His father is in the documentary a bit. I could only imagine what his father was thinking this time, the entire time, that his son is essentially possibly trying to undo his work of convicting this person. But by all means, if Chester is actually innocent, he deserves to be set free. Now, Chester Weger was granted parole on November 21st, 2019 by a vote of 9-4 and was released from prison on February 21st, 2020. Now, of course, back in the 1960s, there was no such thing as DNA testing. So Chester's current lawyer went back to court and won the ability to be able to test some of the evidence against Chester for DNA. Now, don't you think Chester would be absolutely crazy to agree to DNA testing if he was actually guilty of doing this crime? I'm not saying that he didn't do it, but you would have to be absolutely bonkers to agree to DNA testing if you actually did it and you know that this could actually prove that you're guilty. Imagine serving 59, 60 years in prison, getting out of prison, and then doing something to, not only that, and maintaining your innocence the entire time, and then doing something once you get freed that could actually prove that you did it. And we're here now, of course, in 2022, and the DNA is currently being tested at a lab in Virginia. There's no current time frame on when the DNA tests will be announced or concluded, but it is going to be extremely interesting to see if the DNA evidence they have had since 1960, that's like 62 years. Hopefully, it does seem like they do think they can get something from it. It did look like that they preserved it well, but it's 62 years. Hopefully they are able to do some tests to prove whether Chester was actually innocent or guilty of this crime. The documentary, again, is called The Murders at Starved Rock. At the very beginning, they explain why the place is called Starved Rock, and that's absolutely crazy on its own. I highly recommend checking it out. If you're familiar with this case, what do you think? Do you think that Chester did it? Do you think it was any of the other people that they talked about? They do have a couple of other suspects that definitely seem like they could have done it or at least been involved in the crime as well. It's a very interesting case. I definitely recommend checking it out. Murders at Starved Rock, HBO Max. It's a very good documentary. Check it out. Actually produced or executive produced by Mark Wahlberg as well. So if you're a fan of Mark Wahlberg's stuff, check it out. Let me know what you think. Leave some comments below. I hope you're having a great day. I'll see you again soon.